Well, my name is Robert J. Martin, and I was with the 110th Anti-Aircraft Battalion, and we were under 1st Army. We went into service in Des Moines, and we went to California for our basic training, Camp Callan, outside of San Diego. And from Camp Callan, after about 8 or 9 weeks, we went from there to Cape Cod. And we were the cadre for all the guys who were coming in from the eastern states to form our outfit. So most of my outfit was from out east, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, out in there. And a lot of we had 4 guys that were from Iowa in the cadre. But most of the young guys were from out east. My wife was out east with me, and she was pregnant when I went overseas. And my son was born in July 30th, I think it was. And I didn't even find out till September. So we didn't get no mail, we didn't get nothing. The Red Cross sent me a yellow sheet about 10 by 12, and all in the middle it said son born, that's all it said. In September, so I didn't know whether they were okay or nothing else. I was about 20 and a half.
You were a young man.
And I was the only one in my outfit that was married. We left Exeter, England, and we was underneath there and didn't even see daylight for 11 days. And we couldn't figure out what they were doing. But I guess they were trying to throw the Germans off of where we was going to go in. We knew we were getting in something bad. You could just tell by the letter. We knew we were going into France somewhere. We had to know that because we were paid in French money. And that's the only reason we knew we was going into France. Of course, that's what we was there for all the time. What we really thought is that we'd never get in there. Because when we was sitting out there, when we got off, I think it was 1st Army, I don't remember what infantry you raised. But whatever one it was, they lost everybody. And we went in second, there was bodies all over, everywhere. I went down the ladder.
Down the ladder. Were they shooting at that time?
Yep.
Bullets hitting the ship or what?
They was shooting everything at that time. In fact, there was bodies floating in the water. They were firing pretty heavy when we got off, but the reason we had to get off is because they was bringing a lot of infantry back on our boat. And they got so many infantry on there that we pretty much had to get off. Because they was bringing all the wounded back that was just wounded onto our ships. But we were fairly lucky because the Germans had guns in the hill there, but they wouldn't go only so low. I mean, so if you stayed on the beach and you kept down, you were pretty safe. But if you stood up, you was in trouble. You stayed real low. And in fact, when we got onto the beach, we crawled. You never stood up. And I remember getting on the beach, we couldn't move them 90 millimeters. I know that they were so heavy that sand, you just couldn't move them. And we had a guy in the A battery that I knew. And I went up there and he wanted me to relieve him while I went to the bathroom. And I relieved him for, I say 15, 20 minutes. And when he come back, he got up in a turret and I got out. And I didn't get 20 feet from the gun and he just got blew all the heck. A bullet must have come right between the armor and where the guns come out. Just hit him right in here and just really racked him. That beach was a horrible mess. They buried the guys with bulldozers. It was just a mess.
Right on the beach?
Right on the beach. Just dug a big trench and then pushed them in. You must be in a certain mindset because it doesn't bother you. I mean, that much, really, at the time. It's just like people down here, they say, oh, don't mention this when you're eating and stuff. We had dead bodies all around us, all the time. We was eating it, sitting right beside one, you know. There's nothing you could do about it, you had to eat. But we never thought anything of it at that time. Well, if a guy said he was not scared to die, he's crazy. Something wrong with him, but I think that's why they had such young guys go in. You know, an 18-year-old don't think near as much about life as a 40-year-old man does.
Sergeant.
Yep.
Tell me what you remember about that. Where'd you get these? Now tell me what this is again.
This is off a German field marshal.
Did you take it off them or did
Yep.
you just? Holy
He didn't
smokes.
need it anymore. And these I got off of German rifles,
Those are bayonets.
bayonets.
Okay.
He's even got his overcoat in there, his winter overcoat.
Is that right?
From the Army.
Wow. That's the original jacket, huh?
That's it.
That's it, man.
That don't even fit anymore.
That looks fine.